GIPS Overview. The Global Investment Performance Standards, GIPS, are a globally recognized set of ethical and methodological standards designed to promote fair representation and full disclosure of investment performance results. Developed by the CFA Institute, GIPS seeks to improve transparency, consistency, and comparability in performance reporting across investment management firms worldwide. Prior to the adoption of standardized reporting practices, firms often calculated and presented performance using different methodologies, making comparisons difficult and potentially misleading. GIPS addresses these concerns by establishing uniform principles for performance calculation, presentation, and reporting. The standards enhance investor confidence by helping ensure that reported results accurately reflect actual investment performance and are presented in a fair, consistent, and transparent manner. The primary objective of GIPS is to create a framework that enables prospective and existing clients to evaluate investment managers on a consistent basis. Standardized reporting reduces information asymmetry between managers and investors and facilitates more meaningful comparisons among competing firms. Compliance with GIPS is voluntary. However, firms that claim compliance must adhere to all applicable requirements and recommendations. The standards are designed to be applicable across different countries, regulatory environments, and asset classes. By promoting ethical performance reporting, GIPS supports the integrity of global capital markets and encourages investment firms to maintain high standards of professionalism and accountability in their communications with clients and prospects. A core principle underlying GIPS is fair representation. Firms must present performance results in a manner that is complete, accurate, and not misleading. Selectively presenting only successful portfolios or favorable time periods would undermine the purpose of the standards and potentially distort investor decision-making. To address this issue, GIPS requires firms to include all actual, fee-paying, discretionary portfolios in at least one composite. A composite is an aggregation of portfolios managed according to a similar investment mandate, objective, or strategy. Composite reporting ensures that performance results reflect the manager's overall implementation of a strategy rather than isolated examples of exceptional performance, thereby improving the reliability and credibility of reported results. Another important GIPS principle is full disclosure. Investment performance figures alone may not provide sufficient information for investors to understand the circumstances under which results were achieved. Therefore, firms must provide disclosures regarding investment strategies, benchmark information, fee structures, calculation methodologies, significant events, and other factors that may influence interpretation of performance data. These disclosures help investors evaluate results within the proper context and understand potential limitations of the reported information. Transparency is essential because performance numbers can be misunderstood when important assumptions, risks, or methodological choices are not clearly communicated to users of performance reports. Firm-wide compliance is a fundamental requirement of GIPS. A firm cannot claim compliance for only a portion of its operations while excluding other business segments that do not meet the standards. Instead, compliance applies to the entire firm as defined by the organization's management and operational structure. This requirement prevents selective application of the standards and promotes consistency across all investment activities. Establishing an appropriate firm definition is therefore an important first step in the compliance process. Once defined, the firm must consistently apply GIPS requirements to all discretionary portfolios, composites, and performance presentations. This comprehensive approach strengthens the credibility of compliance claims and enhances investor confidence. Compliance with GIPS also requires firms to establish policies and procedures that support accurate performance measurement and reporting. These procedures cover areas such as portfolio valuation, return calculation, composite construction, record retention, and performance presentation. Consistent application of these policies helps ensure that reported results are calculated using reliable and repeatable methodologies. Firms must maintain sufficient documentation to support their compliance claims and demonstrate adherence to applicable standards. Internal controls, oversight mechanisms, and periodic reviews play important roles in sustaining compliance over time. Effective compliance programs contribute not only to regulatory and reporting integrity but also to stronger operational governance within investment management organizations. Verification is an additional process that can enhance the credibility of a firm's GIPS compliance claim. Verification is performed by an independent third party and assesses whether the firm has complied with all applicable composite construction requirements and whether its policies and procedures are designed to calculate and present performance in accordance with GIPS. Although verification is not required for compliance, many firms choose to undergo verification because it provides additional assurance to clients and prospective investors. Verification does not guarantee the accuracy of every individual performance figure, but it does strengthen confidence that the firm's overall performance reporting framework is operating in accordance with established standards. The GIPS framework ultimately promotes trust, transparency, and professionalism in the investment management industry. By standardizing performance reporting practices and emphasizing fair representation and full disclosure, GIPS enables investors to make more informed decisions when evaluating investment managers. Compliance requires comprehensive policies, consistent methodologies, accurate composite construction, and ongoing oversight throughout the organization. For CFA candidates, understanding GIPS overview concepts and compliance fundamentals is essential because performance reporting plays a critical role in manager evaluation, client communication, and fiduciary responsibility. Mastery of these principles supports ethical investment practice and contributes to greater confidence in the integrity and comparability of investment performance information across global markets.